morning, my friends. 9:07. It's a Thursday morning. We are almost there. The weekend is on the horizon. Couple of more days, but we got a good show in the meantime. Back to business as usual, 920 United Ways. We're going to be joined by Stephanie, and we're going to get filled in on the latest. You know, there's been a lot of great work that United Way's done recently, and we're going to get all the details on that. Then at 10:10, representatives from Madison County Employment. They'll be in to discuss the services they provide, upcoming job opportunities throughout the Metro East, and more. Then at 10:35, we're learning all about the St. Louis area Comic-Con. That's in Collinsville, the Gateway Convention Center. This is going to be cool. They got comic book deals, toy vendors, artists, celebrity guests. They got a ton more. We'll get all the details on that one, too. But in the meantime, at 9:08, here's what you need to know on this Thursday morning. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update and download the RiverBender.com app today. Edwardsville City Council is advancing plans to improve downtown parking with a new agreement for preliminary engineering services. Here's what we know. The council unanimously approved a contract with the firm TWM to create conceptual designs for the parking lot near City Hall. The project aims to restructure the space to enhance traffic flow, include bike parking, green areas, and vehicle charging stations. TWM will deliver 2 concept plans by September, with one free revision per plan included. The city will pay $18,000 for these services. City council members view this as a positive initial step towards addressing the downtown parking challenges that Edwardsville faces. Also in the news in Edwardsville, staff members of the Edwardsville School District have returned along with the kiddos, kicking off the school year with renewed energy. The district-wide event brought together teachers and staff celebrating their theme this year, One District, One Mission, which focuses on empowering every student to achieve personal success. District officials describe the atmosphere as warm and enthusiastic, with smiles and hugs marking the reunion after summer break. The kickoff set a tone aimed for fostering growth and achievement this school year. Also in the news today, a more serious news, that Madison County jury did convict Stanford Stokes, 44 years of age, of St. Louis, of first-degree murder for the November 2023 fatal shooting of Jared Hayes in Alton. Stokes was also found guilty of home invasion, possession of a stolen firearm. The trial revealed that Stokes forcefully entered the victim's home after hearing his former girlfriend was inside, leading to that deadly confrontation. Despite Stokes' claims of self-defense, prosecutors presented a voicemail and evidence disproving this, showing he shot Hayes multiple times before fleeing to Texas. The verdict brings a measure of closure to the victim's family. We'll keep you updated as we get closer to the sentencing date on Stanford Stokes. Finally, in the news today, Antonio Gambrell Jr., 31, of Granite, has been charged with felony domestic battery after a violent altercation stemming from a social media argument. On July the 30th, Gambrell allegedly strangled a family member, pushed them to the wall, and slammed their head against it, causing breathing difficulties. The victim initially fled, but returned later with her sister, leading to the assault. Gambrell apprehended at the scene by police and EMS. This is Gabriel's second felony domestic battery charge. He was previously convicted in 2020 and was out on pretrial release for another related case. He remains in custody pending trial. We'll keep you updated if more details do emerge from that case. Let's take a look at weather today. Man, it is so much different than it was on Monday and Tuesday. Right now, 69 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 74. We can all breathe again. Oh, just nice. Temperatures are going to reach right around 80 degrees and drop down to 62 as we head into Friday. On Friday, a high of 82, a low of 63. Cloudy skies. On Saturday, partly sunny skies, a high of 82, a low of 58 degrees. And on Sunday, temperatures touch 76 degrees for the high, drop down to 57 for the low, and then that cool weather continues on Monday with a high of 73 and a low of 51. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 69 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 74 out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back Rehab Recover. and return home. Hey, while I have you, let me fill you in on Alton's Wine and Jazz Festival. This is right around the corner. This weekend's the Food Truck Festival. That's always a big one. Thousands of people go to that, and really just going to be a great time with some great food vendors and some great local music. But the following weekend, the Alton Wine and Jazz Festival returns from 6 to 10 p.m. with music, food, and drinks. The charcuterie boards will be available from Brown Bag Bistro. There'll be wine right there on the riverfront and so much more. It's really cool. They turned it into like a jazz bistro really on the stage, and you can have that VIP experience for $120 for a 4-top. That's really great if you're splitting it per couple. A 2-top table is just $60. And then general admission, if you just want to hang out on the lawn and take in some great music, you can do that for $10. You can get tickets at metrotix.com or call 314-534-1111. That's the box office. The Red and Black Brass Band will be there, and so will Jim Manley, and then Arville and Company will be the headliner. It's going to be a really great time. Every chance I get to go to the Wine and Jazz Festival, it really is one of the best atmospheres around, one of the best date nights of the summer. I highly encourage you to go if you haven't yet. Go to altonamphitheater.com. That's altonamphitheater.com for more information today, or just get your tickets right now at metrotix.com, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Alrighty, quick break. We'll take a look at downtown Alton and get this show moving on this Thursday morning. You stay there, and I'll be here, right here on RiverBender.com.
Right now, baby, it's all right now. Let me tell you now.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I ran out of a music bed. 9:19. Sorry, I was talking to Stephanie. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. How was the Bananas game?
Oh,
I remember.
It was wonderful. No, look at you with the memory. It was an experience.
Was it warm?
Yeah. Highly recommend.
That's cool.
Yes.
Well,
if you have kids, get them there.
Well, and we were talking at Christmas in July when record-breaking Christmas in July, which is always great to hear, and just so much going back into the region, but also just keeping up on the latest. We were talking about what United Way's been doing, and it's been a busy couple of months, to say the least, for the greater St. Louis region.
Yeah. We're a 16-county footprint.
Yeah.
9 of those counties are here in Illinois. And yeah, we're gearing up for campaign.
Well, and now this campaign it's really the big time of the year for you, and I'm sure busy season's upon you, and life's going to be pretty fast moving here soon. What makes this campaign so important, and really what's the impact for the region?
Well, for the Illinois side, like in 2024, we were able to help over 200,000 folks here in Illinois.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is. And we want to continue to do that.
Yeah. Well, and now with the campaign, it officially kicks off Tuesday. At what time do we know? Is it one of those like midnight deals if it's online, or, can we get froggy and donate early?
You can donate anytime you want.
No,
and I've already done in-person kickoffs. I'm already out in the community talking to folks, going to businesses. This is just kind of you have to have a start to all this.
Yeah.
So our kickoff is this coming Tuesday. We're having a United Way night at Busch Stadium. Cards are playing the Pirates. And it's kind of we all rally around it at the home office and get really excited and, pull up our pants and we're ready to get in there and go. So, yeah, that's happening Tuesday.
This is really cool. Well, and it's really one of the nation's top giving campaigns, too. And really the reason for it is the impact that you guys have throughout the region. I know that when the tornadoes, hit St. Louis and the work that was done to kind of help at least feel some type of normality and restoration efforts and all the important details, it's really important to note that when we talk about the campaign kickoff.
Absolutely. And I think you were asking me earlier, what is there a theme? And we don't really have a theme, but when I think of United Way, I try to spread the message. United Way is for everybody, and it impacts everybody. And you mentioning the tornado to that point is exactly what I mean. That tornado hit May 16th. And it was, 27 miles long across the river into Pontoon Beach in Granite City. It was a mile wide.
Right.
And our disaster response team was on the ready. They were already watching the storm. So when that storm hit, within 24 hours, we were already in contact with the mayor, the Salvation Army, the Urban League, American Red Cross, because we knew those folks were going to need help immediately.
Yeah.
So United Way was one of the first down on the scene. We partnered with Uber to give people rides out of the area. We partnered with food trucks to get food to them. Partnered with Ameren in their efforts to get electricity restored and to help allocate funds. So I really feel like United Way is for everybody.
Well, it really is. And it's one of those, you guys are an organization where you never know you're going to need it until you need it, for so many. And now you also have some wonderful programs that we can take part of throughout the year.
It's true.
But tickets for the Cardinal game, are they still available?
They are still available. I would say probably at our website or at the Cardinals website. Yeah, for sure.
And now lower left field box tickets are just $23, which is really a great seat and a great time for a really good. It's going to be beautiful on Tuesday. Did you see that?
Did you put in that weather for me? Because I'm hoping.
I've kind of given up hope on the summer. I'm just over it. We're at the dog days now. We're the 90s for 5 days, and the heat indexes are just terrible. And that's again where United Way comes in too for folks that are affected by heat and different situations.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we offer at United Way, we have a 211 helpline, and it's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Back to that tornado, we took in over 3,000 calls immediately. When you call 211, you're going to get a 211 navigator. They're, of course, going to ask you some questions, figure out what the need is, and help get you connected to someone that can help you. And it's comforting to know that that is there. And that, again, is for everybody.
Right.
Everybody. From someone that's suffered, through a tornado, someone that has a gambling addiction, someone that it's for everybody.
Well, and see, that's where I find it so cool and so unique with United Way, because it really is for everyone. And that's what I was going to follow up with, because we're talking about the natural disaster, because that is the most recent and terrible thing that happened. But also, really could be for somebody that's really just struggling. Who knows? You got something going on, and you maybe bills are short 1 month or a couple of months and you're behind, and now what do I do? And maybe call United Way first and see if there's any connecting points.
Absolutely. Call 211. See, because not only do we have the navigators there, but we have folks that are doing the footwork and the research.
Yeah.
I know how to help. I know where I can connect you.
What's the goal this year? Do we have a goal in mind for the campaign?
A dollar amount?
Yeah.
Oh, golly. As much as you're willing to give, CJ.
Do we know what we brought in last year?
Golly, you're putting me on the spot here. I want to say we came in just under 58 million.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, it's really needed, and you see that now. There's been so many things throughout the country that have happened that have really affected people, and United Way's always there to help.
Let me tell you about those dollars too, because as I go talk to companies and organizations, I find that everyone doesn't always understand all that we do and where United Way started. So 103 years ago, a few folks got together and they wanted to figure out how to support the community. And so in doing that, well, let's go out and study what's already being done. So let's look at the nonprofits in place. And what they found were those nonprofits were already doing a really good job. So why don't we just support them? Why don't we give them funding?
Right.
Why don't we help them keep doing what they're doing. And 103 years later, it's the same business model. Nothing's changed. So we have over 160 nonprofit agencies that we give funding and support to.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that many either. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Right.
you know? But also, too, there is an upcoming Illinois Region Golf Scramble on September 4th.
Yes, there is. It is sold
No
out.
way. Is it really?
Yes.
Look at you go. Can we still sponsor this?
Yeah, absolutely. No, you took the words out of my mouth. Yes, we're still taking sponsors. So if you would like to get involved and you would like to sponsor, absolutely, we're taking sponsors.
That's really cool. And it's got to be a great feeling for you and everybody else on the inner team when you see that these events are so highly participated in.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's a fun. It's really, I mean, everybody's there to support a good cause.
Well, and that's something you guys do well, too. You put on great events. Like the Power of the Purse event was really cool that you all did a few years back and had a great time with that. And everything else is just, it's really entertaining.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoy it a lot. And, you know, I mean, today, my message to everyone is get involved.
Yeah.
You know, our mission at United Way is to help every single person in our 16 county footprint live their best life, whatever we can do. And, you know, so how do I get involved? Well, you can volunteer. Hop on our website. There's hundreds. You can, you know, share if you learn something today. Share it with somebody. And then most importantly, get involved with campaign. If you're at an organization that is not currently running a campaign, you know, give me a call.
Yeah.
And I mean, it could be as simple as just running a special event, a raffle, or, you know, giving the opportunity to your employees to make a donation if they like, or even a corporate gift.
Well, and now when Tuesday rolls around, can we donate online and be a part of that direct campaign?
Absolutely, yeah.
Really cool. And if you can't make it to the Cardinals game and you go, man, that golf scramble sounded good, but, you know, CJ, you got us excited and now it's sold out. You guys are a proud partner of the Evolution Music Festival, too.
We are. Look at you.
I'm good today.
Doing your research. That's why I love you. Yes, absolutely. How exciting is that?
That's so
Lenny
cool.
Kravitz and Sublime.
Oh, man. I was going to go, but I couldn't refinance my house quick enough.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
But it's one of those things, though, where this is such an important concert because it goes back to the storm recovery. And
it does.
Those areas need it so bad still.
They do.
And if you
I've been
drive
down
through,
there.
take a drive if you haven't really seen it. And you can see the damage and just the impact of that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And now a portion of the proceeds from the tickets, and is it just the tickets or is it everything that's going back to, do you know?
So I don't want to misspeak. I know the tickets for sure. So I'll say the tickets. I'm sure there's other things down there.
Really cool. Man, TLC is going to be fun, too.
My kids think I'm a rock star. They're like, Mom, do you know Lenny Kravitz? I'm like, heck yeah, no, I do not know Lenny Kravitz. But don't tell my kids.
That's okay. You know, with that being said, too, this is going to be so cool. That's September 27th and 28th. And there's a ton of really great tickets that are available. Sublime's awesome, especially now. His son's a part of the band, which is really cool.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
Awesome. And then just going to be great. And you can help United Way's efforts to help rebuild our region. And now, have you always partnered on the Evolution Festival?
This is the first time.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, it is.
No, this is just fantastic. Why don't we do this? It's 9:30. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll circle back to all the great things United Way's doing, the upcoming events again, and we'll just kind of chat for a few more minutes.
I love it.
You
Sounds
stay
good.
there, and we'll be here on RiverBender.com.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers and it will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Wishing I was deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze and it don't seem fair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's a fire in the sky. Never been so happy,
why
never
not,
felt
you know?
so high.
I don't. Do you think that their Sphere show is going to be good?
I saw Zach Brown last year.
Well, yeah, him in concert would be really cool. I just
he's
don't,
good.
I don't know what their visuals are going to be. You know,
Yeah.
like Kenny Chesney was making it fun. He had a lot of really cool stuff in his.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
The Sphere would be fun for a country show.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. Chris Stapleton was really good. You told me.
Chris Stapleton, if you're listening, I would like to meet you and your wife.
He's going to be at next year's
I think he's on the Riverbender right now.
He's actually going to be at next year's Evolution Festival. You guys got a partner again.
Yes.
Well,
he's that good. He's great.
So many people around the country contribute to this campaign, and it's really a nationwide campaign with such a local impact too. And you know, Community Christmas is such a great thing, and you guys partner up and with the boxes and help distribute. And
we do.
And it's one of those things that I think the public should know about because when you're donating to the national organization, you guys are right here locally, living here and investing so much time here for all these other organizations.
Yeah. Yeah, and Community Christmas, I mean, that's a community service project. We do partner with Freer Auto, and we're kind of the behind the scenes trying to get the boxes out and everything.
How many boxes you got to go through?
120. Yeah. Fills all of the Salvation Army's gym.
Oh,
and,
man.
Yeah, and Cassie's gracious. She's always very helpful in that initiative. And again, it's just to support the Riverbend community.
Well, and honestly, that's why it goes back into this greater event, and that's Tuesday, August the 26th, which is the kickoff. It's a 12-week campaign, correct?
It is.
How long is 12 weeks?
There's no doubt. Listen, we are never going to turn anybody away. This could go till next March. No, I mean, it's kind of to the end of the year. But as you start to push into the holidays, people get busy with the holidays. And you know what? That's a nice little lead into some of the other things that United Way does. Around the holidays, we partner with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. We do, it's called 100 Neediest Cases. And we're able to help families over the holidays. 100% of those dollars raised went to over 1,100 people last year.
That's incredible.
Around the holidays, yeah.
Well, and see, that's where I think it's just so important, especially around the holiday season where everything's already stressful enough throughout the year, and then you
can't imagine being someone that couldn't celebrate it.
Yeah.
So that, and we have another program called United for Families, where we have families matched with a caseworker from United Way, and they just help teach them like how to budget your money, how to set goals, how to open a bank account.
That's cool.
Like help them thrive and survive.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's not, and really that just sets someone up for lifelong success.
That's
really
what we want.
Well, and that's why on the 26th, you got to get tickets, $23, and you can buy your tickets at the Cardinals website, or there's a link on the United Way's website, helpingpeople.org.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
You can click on it. And now a portion of each ticket will support the mission and the campaign. And now, are you guys throwing out a first pitch? Who's doing that?
It's not me. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I do know there will be a before game interview with our CEO, Michelle Tucker, and she'll have a couple good things to say. And there'll be a couple mentions of United Way. So
now your local office is in East Alton, correct?
Yes. Thank you for asking. Yes, we have an office in East Alton, Illinois. It's in the Helmkamp building. We also have an office in Shiloh, Illinois. We have an office down in Granite City.
Wow.
Illinois. And then, of course, our home office is in St. Louis, near the Arch.
Really cool. And now, how many do you have in the East Alton office? How many are on your team?
Oh, golly. Let me count the office stores. I'd say like probably 10, I think.
Good answer. I like that. Let me count the office doors.
Let me count those office doors.
And now we were just circling back to if you can't be a part of the golf tournament to play, and you're lucky I'm not there because it's an ugly sight. Thursday, September the 4th, you could. I'm not the ringer.
Everybody's gonna have a good putter too. Come on.
That's true. That is true. I take mini golf very seriously. I'm an avid
mini
competitor.
golf. Oh my goodness.
You can still become a sponsor, and you can find out more information. We'll link that in an article on RiverBender.com. That hyperlink to sponsor this event. There's so many different opportunities too, from all different price levels. So you don't, if you can, you can.
Yeah.
And honestly, a great time to get out in front of some people too.
Oh yeah, it's a great networking opportunity.
It's sold out. Why not? You know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then why wouldn't you just want to go watch Lenny Kravitz kick ass, Sublime? TLC is going to be my favorite.
Really?
Oh man, come on! Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Listen,
don't get
I love
me
me
wrong
some
here.
TLC. I'm older than you, CJ.
I love it. You know,
I know TLC
Will
quite
Ferrell
well.
got me into him because of the other guys. He always was, they were always saying, quit quoting TLC, and he, didn't realize he was quoting. That's kind of why, but I'm in. And what I think's so cool is this St. Louis community coming together and really supporting the victims of that deadly storm, and really just a terrible one, too. And it's great to note your impact at United Way's impact on the, number one, the cleanup efforts and restoration to help these folks, but also throughout the year, because I couldn't imagine, especially now that school's starting back up, after you go through a deadly a really just awful storm, and you've got to rebuild so fast and get back to normal before August.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I mean, it goes back to that same kind of messaging. United Way is for everybody. I always like to mention, like I had said earlier, we have over 160 nonprofits. There's some great ones right here in the Alton area. The Boys and Girls Club, the YWCA, Senior Services, Madison County Urban League, Creative Kids, Riverbend Family Ministries. A lot of people know that one. And then some bigger ones, the American Cancer Society, the American Red Cross. So a donation of support to United Way helps keep 160 nonprofits in our footprint doing what they do best, supporting the community.
Well, and it's just incredible. And if you need help at all, 211, and it's really, like you said, for anyone that needs help.
Here's another interesting thing about 211. So when those calls come in, that information is collected. What it's someone seeking housing, someone seeking food, someone seeking tornado relief. We take that information, we share it with Missouri, we share it with Illinois, we share it with the federal government. And the reason for that, if something bad happens, that's how a community gets a federal declaration and federal dollars into their town to help rebuild. And so we're very proud of that information that's collected and shared. And again, United Way is for everybody. That's how it impacts you and me.
That's incredible. I didn't realize that. Well, and now you can get involved by donating right now at helpingpeople.org. The official kickoff's Tuesday, runs to the end of the year. But
end of the year?
Like you said, I mean...
Get involved. That's my call out today. Get involved.
And now there's, I'm sure, a multitude of ways to get involved.
Yeah.
Is it volunteering? Is it joining up with the organization? How can we do it?
Yep. So yes, you can volunteer. We're the second largest volunteer center in the United States.
Wow.
Over 40,000 volunteers we sent out last year.
That's honestly, that's incredible.
Anywhere from putting a blanket together to building somebody a house and everything in between. I always try to relive my youth and do that St. Patrick's Day run, and there's all these good folks cheering for me, like, you're winning in life, yeah. And I was like, oh, bless their heart. That's so nice. I did not realize they were organized by United Way. Those are volunteers.
That's so cool.
Get on our website, helpingpeople.org, type in volunteers. Of course, another big way to get involved is through our campaign. If you're at a business or an organization that's not running a campaign, reach out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a conversation. I can tell you how to get involved, and we'd love to have you part of our initiative.
It's such an important thing. Now, honestly, though, if I would have found out that they were non-paid actors, I would have felt really upset. I would have been like, I knew I wasn't good out there. I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, this isn't going to go on forever either. It started as a bet many years ago, and I feel like if I don't go do it, I've given up. Each year I do it, I'm like, this is the grand finale. I am not doing this again. And then the next year comes around, like, fine, it's my birthday, so
that makes sense.
I try to, and I I do the one in Belleville to support Illinois. So, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, and for more information, like we said, helpingpeople.org. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. It's always great to talk with you.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, and honestly, it's really encourage you guys to start being a part of this campaign. Get tickets to the Cardinals game. Go have fun on a Tuesday, 76 degrees.
Come on out.
Why not?
Hopefully the Cards win. We're looking for a win.
No kidding.
That'd be a good kickoff.
And then go see just some great music at the Evolution Festival.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show next.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
no matter the season. Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
On this Thursday morning, a couple of years ago, we were talking to Yelena Gass, and really just about her journey as she was looking for a kidney donor. And Yelena's going to join us now. Yelena, how are you doing today?
Good morning, CJ. Thank you very much for inviting me to your daily show and giving me a chance to talk to your wonderful audience.
Well, it's been a few years now, Yelena, and you were looking for a kidney donor and at the time. And now take me through just the last couple of years, that journey for you. What's it look like?
Well, CJ, you invited me on your show first time in 2023, right before Thanksgiving Day. And back then, I completed my pre-evaluation for kidney transplant and was advised by my doctor to search for a kidney donor. So I started my search, and at the same time, my doctor suggested me to try the best and the newest medication on the market, which is supposed to slow the progression of kidney disease. So I started to take this medication and had a big hope. However, I realized that most probably my kidney transplant is imminent eventually. And for 2 years, my kidney function, probably due to this medication, was stable and a little bit, tiny bit above the criteria which would make me eligible for transplant. So I stopped looking for kidney donors for 2 years and just tried to do whatever I could possibly do to keep my kidney function at the best level. I was on a very strict diet, and I never ever ate something which I'm not supposed to. I was very, very compliant about that. I exercised every day. I tried medication right on time. So I followed every doctor's advice. Despite that, in 2 years, my kidney function dropped below the criteria which makes me eligible for a kidney transplant. And now I'm officially on the list at Barnes Jewish Hospital Transplant Center. Actually, my name, I see my name on the screen. It's hyphenated.
Oh, okay.
It's hyphenated. I am Yelena Gass Bronstein. That is my full name.
We'll make sure to edit that in there, okay? Yelena?
Right.
Well, and Yelena, while we're taking care of that, I wanted to ask you, when did you find out that, hey, we're probably going to have to get back on to the donor, onto the list? When was that decision made?
I was officially placed on the list on July 28th, just recently, of 2025.
Well, and Yelena, take me through, the last couple of weeks. What's it been like for you as you're trying to now, go back to that initial journey you were already on and finding that kidney donor? I'm sure, there's a whole wave of emotions that come with that, number one. But also, I'm sure that there's, just from talking with you, you're a very positive person and hope's always there. What's your thoughts just the last couple of weeks as you're back on this journey that you thought was paused 2 years ago?
Well, it was a mixture of emotions.
Yeah.
Of course, it was huge frustration. It was fear.
Yeah.
It was fear of unknown. It was shock, but it wasn't shock. Because, like I told you, CJ, the nature of this disease, the kidney disease, is progressive.
Yeah.
So I knew that this medication might give me some break, but I will come to the same outcome.
Yeah.
I will have to go through transplantation.
Well, and to re-inform our audience of just the process, what's this process look like, once because you're on the list now, what's that process look like when you're looking for available donors, and can somebody, if they match your blood type, be willing to donate their kidney to you?
Well, it's quite a sophisticated process.
Mm-hmm.
And blood type plays a crucial role, but even a potential donor does not match me by blood type. My transplant center has a program called paired kidney donation, where motivated donor still, even their blood type doesn't match mine, can donate kidney in my name, and the organ will be just swapped between two potential recipients, and they will give me somebody else's organ, which will match my blood type. However, transplantation is a very sophisticated thing, and it's not just blood type. There are many factors which take place, and they do a very thorough testing to make sure that the person is a match. So the transplantation process usually has like 3 steps for potential donor. The first step is just informational. The potential donor would be asked some questions pertaining to their health and fill out a detailed questionnaire regarding their health. The second step would be general testing, blood tests, determining their kidney function, urine test, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And the third step is more detailed testing for specific antigens, etc., specific markers.
Gotcha.
To be a match to potential donor. So if somebody will call the transplant center, and the number for transplant center is 314-362-5365, and ask to speak to potential donor coordinator and inform them that they would like to try to become my kidney donor, they will give them very detailed explanations about the process and instructions on their actions. I was just trying to cover basics.
Well, and I think that that's very important just to get out to the audience too, in case there is somebody that's out there that is interested. I mean, Yelena, you've been on this journey now for a long time, and when you joined us in Thanksgiving 2 years ago, you know, you were pleading your case, and now I could only imagine you have this medicine. You start to feel a little bit better, and then unfortunately, due to just the way medicine works, you're back to where you started. And I think just for our folks that are watching this today, whether you're in St. Charles, St. Louis, or throughout the Metro East, Yelena, you've worked your tail off it throughout the healthcare system. You worked for a very long time yourself, and have been very active too. And, you know, I really hope that somebody out there does have the opportunity to support you on this and to get you the donation that you need for your kidney, because, you know, you were saving and helping save lives for a long time in the healthcare system.
Yes, CJ. I worked myself in the healthcare system for 26 years. Yeah. Almost my entire working career. I was a registered nurse before I retired due to my health condition at Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis for 26 years. And I was a bedside nurse, always helping my patients through their worst and most difficult times of hospitalization. It's not that I really expect something in exchange, but
well, and just to tell your story a little bit more too for the public, just to maybe reconnect with you a little bit, because I was blown away the moment we started talking 2 years ago, Yelena, because, you know, you are somebody who's actively, you know, been a part of society, been a part of life, and now you're actively you're actively advocating for your own health. And I think it's a good lesson for someone who maybe be going through something similar for you, you know, just some of the steps you have to take to be your own advocate and to find that donor. And what was that phone number again for folks if they could donate, if they wanted to start that process to look into it? What's that phone number again?
The phone number for Transplant Center, which is Barnes Jewish Hospital Transplant Center, 314-362-5365. Well, Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis is well known, is one of the best hospitals in the nation. So you can always Google the website if you will forget the number for some reason. And you can always find the number of Transplant Center for Barnes Jewish Hospital.
Excuse me, Yelena, the weather is starting to get to my lungs today. I wanted to go into the next steps for you because it's not an easy journey. And honestly, Yelena, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, because I know it's got to be difficult. And, you know, going forward, what's the next steps look like, you know, for you in terms of appointments, in terms of just this journey?
Well, actually, this process is a donor-driven process. I want to reassure you that the process is well established. This transplant center is doing about 300 transplants a year.
Wow, that's incredible.
300 transplants, just kidney transplants a year.
Well, think about this. Not to cut you off, that's 300 new lives. You know, I mean, that's incredible to me. Wow.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Wow.
Like I mentioned, is one of the best transplantation centers in the nation. And I'm lucky to live in St. Louis and be able to become a patient there, if you can call it luck. As far as my search, yes, I'm trying to place my plea on multiple groups on Facebook. I'm trying to bring it, to bring awareness, not just to my case. No. There are many of us. And transplantation is an amazing journey. The tests the limits of human strength and courage. It requires commitment and faith, as well as mental, emotional, and physical endurance. It is one of the life's greatest challenges. And you know what is the reward? The life itself.
Right.
All of us, we want to live because life is so good. We want to live. Reward is huge.
Well, and Yelena, I got to ask you, what have been your newfound perspectives as you've been on this journey the last couple of years? Because that last point is so important, because right now a lot of people are struggling with bills and you name it and all the things life throws.
Right.
But when you really narrow it down to what life's all about, and that's being happy and healthy, and like you just said, I mean, what to wrap up with what you just said with being happy and living that life, and that's that newfound reward in living because life's good. When you're going through this, what have you learned just about, not only your journey, but life the last couple of years?
Well, it's a very broad question, CJ.
It is, yeah.
Going back to your previous statement about people trying to live life and they have their own business to take care of, etc. I want to emphasize a couple things. Yeah. First of all, from my talking to many people who went through this process, it's a very established thing. Donors usually spend about 2 days in the hospital after transplantation. And they go back to their normal routine very soon. They resume driving, flying, whatever it is, in a couple of weeks, and donors are back to work within just a few weeks.
Wow.
As far as payment for all of that, my insurance covers all the expenses.
Oh.
The donor doesn't need to pay anything for procedure, for labs, for tests, for after procedure visits, doctor's visits, nothing. It's all covered by my insurance. Moreover, if it requires some expenses to cover lodging, accommodation, to be off work, there are multiple organizations who help donors to cover those expenses. So it shouldn't be a problem. It's a very well established. As far as steps, like I mentioned before, first step, questionnaire, testing, very detailed testing, all that is not just for donor, not just for me. It's to make sure that transplantation will not give any harm to potential donor, that it will not affect negatively the donor's health anyhow. God created us with 2 kidneys, but people can live long life with 1 kidney. It's enough for long and healthy life. There are lots of people who live with 1 kidney. There are lots of clubs, 1 kidney club. People who donated their kidney, people who were born with 1 kidney, and multiple reasons. So there is a saying, whoever saves 1 life saves the world.
Yeah. I agree.
Think about it.
I completely agree with you, Yelena. And Yelena, as we've been talking now for about 20 minutes now, and want to make sure that we can get all this put into the write-up for the article, so that way we can let more people know about your situation, and hopefully we can get somebody that's able to donate their kidney and really be able to help you start your next chapter of life. What's the best way to get in touch with you personally? Is it an email address?
Yes. You're asking very good questions, CJ.
Thank you.
Yeah. I created a special email address just for potential kidney donors. It's very easy to remember. It's called kidney number 4 Yelena @yahoo.com. Kidney number 4 YELENA @yahoo.com. Please feel free to email me. I will respond to everyone. If you have any questions, concerns, you need clarification, I'm waiting for your emails. I'm constantly checking my phone in hope. Maybe today, my angel will step forward.
And Yelena, I really hope that the angel comes from this show. It'd mean the world to me too, because we've been talking now 2 years and having you on the show 2 years ago, and just to see you through this it's really it's inspiring for me that you're such an advocate for yourself, and really for somebody else that's going through something similar.
Of course.
Something that's similar, situation. Maybe they're looking for a donor too. I hope that they take some inspiration from our conversation today and help them on their journey. But please, folks, if you have the opportunity, or you just want to learn more questions about the process, or get to know Yelena a little bit more, please, that's kidney 4, the number 4, Yelena, that's YELENA @yahoo.com, kidney 4 Yelena @yahoo.com. And Yelena, we're going to link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com, including that phone number for the hospital and the transplant department, and your email address too, okay?
Thank you very much, CJ.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganaz Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganaz Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganaz Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting, and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Sounds good. 1010, welcome back. Brooke and Kayla in the studio, Madison County Employment and Training. And you guys were at the Centerstone Resource Fair, and we didn't get a chance to connect then, but now we get a chance to. And just the couple of really seconds I got to talk to you, You're busy.
Very, yeah.
How was your Thursday morning starting? Pretty good?
Good.
Well, fill me in on Madison County Employment and Training. Give us that overview, if you could, of what you guys are all about and what you offer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. You want me to start or you want to start?
I can start, sure.
Go for it.
So I'm Brooke Andrews. I'm with Madison County Employment and Training, like we talked about, and I'm the business service representative.
And I'm Kayla Bosing, the work-based learning coordinator, which really is just fancy for overseeing the business service side of things that we do in the office.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and now let's just start with you, Kayla. Take me through your day-to-day.
No day is the same. So I oversee things like on-the-job training, incumbent worker training. Brooke and I both kind of tackle a lot of things that we do together. Setting up, meetings with businesses, just trying to get the word out about our services, the funding opportunities that we do have. We're a federally funded Department of Labor grant. So basically what that means is we have funding opportunities out there for both individuals and the businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So Brooke and I both are kind of like the faces out there trying to spread the word on what we can do for, both.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Well, and I think that's so important because so many times, and I'm sure you guys get frustrated because you're on Facebook and they're like, there's just no help out there, for this, or there's no program. And you guys do have so many programs that are available.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are some of the most popular programs when it comes to, let's just talk the small business side of things?
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So I think you want to take this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the main one that I work on mostly and Kayla oversees our department is on-the-job training.
Makes sense.
So that's a subsidy we can reimburse back to the employer 50% of a new hire's wages.
Wow.
The new hire has to be 32 plus hours a week, and there's obviously documentation we'll need prior to them starting. But so that's a pretty good program that we have going for the incentive for the employer to hire somebody new while also getting that reimbursement back.
That's really important.
Obviously, our grant is WIOA, Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act, so you have to be eligible for these services. So we do work with the employers directly, just to kind of cover like what that looks like. We jump in and try to make the process as easy as possible for them. We're government, so it means paperwork, and so we
love
try
paper.
not to,
We love paper.
Yeah, make it so intimidating for them.
Can you fill out the forms like in your sleep now at this point in
Oh,
time?
yes. I have the process. Print out this, fill in this. Yeah.
Well, and Brooke, I'm sure you're working with and just like you, Kayla, a variety of different individuals on a day-to-day basis. And what does your typical day-to-day look like? Kind of the same thing where you just never know what's coming across the desk?
Yeah, so I do actually want to talk about first, I put out job postings for all employers. So
Really
that's,
cool.
Larger businesses, smaller businesses, any events that are happening in the area, I'll do that as well. Our Facebook page is growing. We have almost 10,000 followers.
Look
We're
at
getting
you
there.
guys
I
go.
know, we're getting there, which is really exciting. So everybody follow our Facebook page, Madison County Employment and Training. But it's a good way to get the word out, and it's universal service. So it's I don't want to use the word free, but it's at no charge for the employer. So it's a good way for the employer to get the word out about hirings that they have, opportunities they have. And so people on Facebook, general job seekers, other employers can see the services we offer, but also who's hiring as well.
Yeah.
Well, and it seems like there are quite a few opportunities out there for so many folks. Well, and now youth services, I saw, it's 16 to 24. What does this kind of entail? Because this is where I find it really fascinating, because you could really help a young person really on the best step forward as they start their life.
Yeah, so youth services can look like a lot of different things. So, a lot of different things that we do in the youth world. We'll talk paid work experience. So that is a program, again, where you work with the employer. They're providing a job site. The participant does either come from an in-school or out-of-school, level, depending on, how they're engaged with that career specialist. But basically, it is the employer provides the job site. We are the funding source. So they are a part-time Madison County employee. We're paying the wages and the things that come with that. And the employer is basically allowing them to come in, gain that real-world job experience, and they get paid for it at the same time.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
How can we learn more about those programs or the different employers that are a part of it?
You can definitely, whether you go to our, we usually encourage businesses to reach out to Brooke or I directly, or even our bosses, Tony and Darlene. Most people know both of them too.
Yep.
So it's just getting in touch with us, whether that be through email or a lot of people walk in. We have a resource room in Wood River where we have a job board. We have you can come in, use computers, build a resume, do all the
That's super
all the
cool.
job
Yeah,
related
I like
things.
that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and now I also like the fact that you guys are all about career services and skills and training, and some of these programs are really, really cool. Take me through, what is WIOA? Because that was almost hard for me to just pronounce the acronym.
We abbreviate a lot of things. So
we do.
Rightfully so.
Right. We call it WIOA, so it's Workforce Innovation Opportunity
That's okay.
Act.
We're talking about that. Okay.
Yep.
And so, what am I reading here? Where you can receive up to 2 years of paid tuition, up to $20,000. That's incredible.
Yeah.
How do we qualify for this, and what do we need to do?
So that would be eligibility under WIOA.
Okay.
So that would be calling our office, talking to a career specialist about what training opportunity you are interested in. Obviously, it has to be on the demand list. So Department of Labor obviously has deemed that it's an in-demand position. And if somebody's wanting to go back to school, we can pay for tuition up to 2 years.
Yeah.
And then $20,000 in tuition and $13,000 in books and fees.
That's incredible.
It's incredible.
What an opportunity.
For most 2-year programs, or even we work with both community colleges and private entities, it pretty much pays for the entirety of a lot of programs.
I was already saying, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And honestly, how many people really are like, man, maybe I'm kind of stuck and need to find something new.
Absolutely.
You can make that change and do it with this program.
We even work with SIUE.
Wow.
So for someone there, we do have a lot of programs that are, covered through WIOA that way. The participant has to be at that 60 plus credit hours. So essentially it picks up the last 2 years of their program.
That's awesome. And now take me through this Workforce Innovation Board, just because I was just doing a little bit of research the last couple of days. What is this all about? Because this takes in multiple counties, correct?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are a Department of Labor fund, right? So it comes from Department of Labor to the states. State divvies it out through the counties. So we serve Madison, Bond, Jersey, and Calhoun. That's like our region that we serve.
That's incredible. Well, and now how many times does that board meet? Is it a quite frequent connection and collaboration between those?
I think Tony Furman usually, he's on the Workforce Innovation Board, and I believe that they meet monthly, I would think.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So basically how WIOA is structured is, so like our department, yes, we are overseen by a board.
Gotcha.
So anything that, we're doing, funding that we're spending, is overseen by a board. We do meet with them, monthly, quarterly, kind of like as needed. So you've got your, executive board, and then you've got your big board. So basically any decisions we're making or changes we're making are overseen.
Well, it's just really, the entire gauntlet's so important, and from being able to build your resume in a center to being able to have on-the-job training and all these different, even learning opportunities. How long have you both been with the department?
I just had my 2 years in July.
Did you?
Yes,
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 years in October for me.
What have you guys learned along the way, just in your position, and just about some of the different industries and opportunities that you see in Madison County you'd like to share?
I will start with saying Kayla's the best supervisor,
and
we do work very
Kayla,
well together.
You're a good supervisor.
Oh, okay.
Supervisor
She's
and
a great
friend,
employee.
I should say.
There you go.
No, and I think that makes the everyday a lot easier when you have somebody you love to work with. I think opportunities-wise, we've learned that not every employer wants the same thing.
True.
I think it's very important to not only change like the way we speak to employers or how we go about things, but just to make sure that we're meeting their needs in that time.
Well, it seems like everything just moves so fast too, and everything changes on a dime, so you have to adapt with them. And Kayla, what are your thoughts the 5 years you've been there and opportunities you'd like to share?
Yeah, a lot. I started as a career specialist when I came in. I came in actually under a different grant, moved into a full-time career specialist role, and in about 2.5 years moved into the role I'm in now. So, I've definitely, went from seeing like how we impact individuals to how we're impacting businesses. And like the need is all the same. At the end of the day, the goal is keeping people in the workforce. So like keeping them in the workforce, upskilling them in the workforce. So it is really cool. And obviously Brooke and I are both pretty passionate about what we do, because you're helping people, and that's so important.
Yeah, well, you actually, you really are. You're having an immediate impact, and I'm sure there's times when folks call and they're, kind of throwing their hands up going, I don't know where to start or where to turn. And if someone's out there right now, what do you advise them to do first? If they're like, I'm on the Indeeds of the world, which I think is just, it's a great website if you need it, but man, it's just, I don't know. I'm not really a fan.
Right.
I don't have to look for a job right now, but, the point is, you have these things that are just kind of not tailor-made for that person, or maybe don't have the typical, tailor-made package for the county and for the area, the region, really. And so to go through you guys seems like a great first step. Is it a phone call? Is it going online to see some of the programs? What do you recommend for somebody that's kind of like, where do I start?
I would say just call our office. You can find our information on the Madison County website. And like I said, too, Madison County Employment and Training on Facebook. Our information's on there. And just call and see what opportunities kind of work for them.
Or walk in.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of individuals that just walk in and they're like, hey, I saw you online, or a friend told me to come in, and we just kind of navigate from there. Because there's resource room staff, there's career specialists, there's a career navigator in the office. So depending on what you're coming in as a need, sometimes businesses walk in, they're like, hey, we met you at an event, we wanted to drop off some flyers for you. I mean, things like that happen all the time. So the door's open. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. So people can just walk in as needed.
Well, and I'll also, before we take a quick break, we'll come back and learn more about Madison County Employment and Training. There's also this job search workshop video series that's really cool that I wanted to direct people to on the website, where you can learn all about resume and applications, the cover letters. Those are really important things. And now, are those available on a YouTube channel too?
I think that at one point they were. That's a Tony Stevens question, but I think
one of our supervisors,
We'll ask Tony later.
Yeah.
10:21. We'll take a quick break. I got to pay a quick bill, and we'll come back and learn more about Madison County Employment and Training right after this one.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more. Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent...
Welcome back. 10:24, a little bit of change. Brooke and Kayla back in the studio. We have guests. We played that spot already today. You know, Barry Macias is the best. Go see him. I wanted to kind of follow right back into this conversation. And where did you guys want to pick back up on? Because I want to talk about the programs. And I mean, you guys are at a point now where you have money to help these businesses and individuals. And we're going to wrap up with that one. But what else did you want to focus on as we come back?
I think the other thing we should definitely hit on is the dislocated worker realm of things. So one of the ways people can be eligible for our programs, we look at different things, income-based, if they're getting certain benefits, but also dislocated worker umbrella, because that is for folks who are
recently laid off, who are collecting unemployment benefits, who have collected unemployment benefits. And then we cover that through our screening process. So if somebody's coming in for on-the-job training services, we can go through that process as well. So
and now who is there a qualifying factor, like if you've been unemployed for X amount of years, or is there a cutoff for this ever?
So we do a look back period. So yes, if somebody is getting unemployment benefits, or if they're eligible, or if they've exhausted those benefits, those are definitely ways. Or if they went through a recent layoff, or maybe a plant closure, a shutdown somewhere. We know we're seeing a lot of things like that happening throughout our region. So that is definitely all people can be eligible through for both on the job training and for just the if they're thinking about a new career, if they want a career change, or maybe they're like, well, I tried this job for a ton of years and now I want to do something new. That's where that tuition and books costs can come in.
Yes. Does a break period, let's say someone got fired, or they got laid off a year ago, 2 years ago, and maybe it's just things happen, life happens, they didn't get back up until now. Does that 2-year gap, does a 5-year gap, does any of that matter when we come into qualifying?
Some of it does, so typically with the state, you can do an 18-month look back to see where their eligibility was. But even if they were long-term unemployed, they can potentially qualify that way too. So
interesting.
It's more just a conversation with the individual to kind of look at their individual situation.
And now that's important for the reader and listener to know too, when they watch an hour later, that sometimes it's best just to pick up the phone, because you might read things on the internet, or you might get an AI overview of something. You Google now, and it might not be all the way accurate for your specific case.
That's true.
Definitely.
So interesting.
Definitely.
Well, and now the bigger point of this is I'm just blown away with the fact of these programs. I mean, you have money to literally give away to people that are willing and able to
please
work.
Take it.
I mean,
we're telling people, please take it.
This is
we want
incredible.
them to.
So let's go into this. So take me through this. Is it just dependent on the program you're in? You're going to receive that much money towards it, or what's that breakdown look like, and what do the terms kind of look like too?
So the breakdown is really by semester mostly, but it's an overview of the program. So somebody comes in, if they, let's say nursing school, they've been accepted in as a nurse. Okay, so it's once you're accepted into your program, you've got to bring in documentation, proof of those things. Again, we're government, we collect paperwork. But we're going to follow you through each semester. So you have a cap, obviously, at that $20,000 and that $13,000. But we're going to kind of follow you through your program and then do a year of follow-up with you. So obviously, this is a career program. It's, yes, you're not just going to get, the $20,000 handed over. This is it's a program. So we're doing it, breakdown by semester, collecting a bill from whatever school you're attending and kind of going through the process.
Wow. And now training, is it all local community colleges with this?
So it is, we do SWIC and Lewis and Clark, and we're doing, like I said, SAU the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got the private entities like Calc and Applied Tech, back.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I probably forgot
multiple schools in the area.
Yeah, lots of schools in the area.
And now, what I also find really cool about this is now if you qualify for a Pell Grant, and now you can still be eligible potentially for these grant funds. Now, if you receive the Pell Grant, are you still eligible too?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure you can qualify but can't take type of thing. Okay.
Yeah, our with our grant funding, and each LWEA does it different. And so I say LWEA because that's how we're known throughout the state. So each region can do different things with their funding. So depending on where you're at is, kind of how it all breaks down. But for us, yes, we are looking, at paying those WIOA costs first, and then your Pell would kick in, and then, potentially you might have some remaining funds that you see out of that Pell Grant.
This is really cool. And really, guys, go to the website, MadisonCountyIL.gov, and go to the Employment and Training tab. Or you guys keep your Facebook so up 10,000 followers. You guys are right.
Yeah.
Who's in charge?
We're getting close. We're getting close.
Who's in charge of that?
I am.
That's all
Look at you.
It's my baby. It's my baby. That's what I spend most of my days on, and I really want to, harp on the fact that it's a universal service, so at no charge. So any businesses that want to post out, please contact me and let me know. It's good to get the word out. I mean, everybody's hiring, it seems like, right now, and so I'd love to help spread the word.
Well, and it seems like, too, there's so many people that are always looking for an opportunity out there, and maybe what they're seeing just isn't for them because, it, maybe as a local restaurant or you name it, go to your guys' website and go to that job board.
Yeah.
And now, what's it located on under the website? Where's the bulletin board for all the job
So the job
postings?
board is actually in the resource room.
Oh,
so that's
really
for customers who would like to come in and job search. You can use our computers, copiers, printers. Like we said, it's universal, so at no charge. And it's right when you walk in the resource room, you'll see it on the right-hand side. Huge board, and it's updated weekly.
And then where are you guys? Are you guys at the county offices?
We're actually in Wood River.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
So
your whole office is in Wood River.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
very
that.
close.
I thought you were up in Edwardsville.
No, we are
Wow.
actually in the old Wood River Hospital.
Makes sense. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So we are there with the morgue and the health department and
all the fun things.
All the fun things.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, that's great to note, and that's really we'll link that too to make sure people are aware of it to just stop in and really utilize that. And now, are you open normal office hours?
We are, yes. Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. We are open.
Perfect. Is there anything else we need to talk about right now?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I feel like we're doing pretty well.
I think so too.
I think technically our hours. I think technically we are open at 8 a.m. Somebody is in the door at 8. So if somebody wants to come that early, they can too.
Yeah, definitely.
And now, is there anything that you've been seeing when it comes to opportunities out there? What industry are you guys seeing a lot of influx in? Before I let you go,
manufacturing.
Really?
Huge.
Wow.
We work with a lot of manufacturing industries, and we see that's booming. I mean, the trades right now are booming.
Yes.
And we cover that for tuition as well. So if people are interested in going into the trades, that's a huge step to take.
This was a great interview. I'm glad we did this.
Yeah.
Sorry we waited so long to do it. Well, you guys are seriously both welcome back anytime to fill us in on more grants and programs and all that great stuff. We're going to link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. 1031, little bit of change. We're going to come back and talk all things St. Louis Area Comic-Con right after this. Roku TV and RiverBender.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Timber!
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more. Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. Daily Show on a Thursday. 10:37 is the time. 73 degrees in downtown Alton. Randy's in the studio. Coming up in just a couple of... Man, we're almost here. The St. Louis Comic-Con, MC Convention, St. Louis Comic-Con. Man, how are we feeling about this? 10 years in the running.
I'm feeling great. A little tired because it's early.
Yep.
Early as in we've been doing a bunch of flyer runs and stuff. So, like, we were up earlier than normal, hitting everywhere we could. But, yeah, 10 years of doing it, and I'm very proud of that.
This is really... So what gave you the idea to do this 10 years ago?
So, essentially, I'm a filmmaker first and foremost, and
cool.
an actor. I walked into an old comic shop back in, like, Chicago, like the Chicagoland area, and asked to film there, and the person said yeah. And then fast forward like a year, I ended up like running the conventions.
Uh-huh.
And that was like 2017.
Mm-hmm.
maybe 2016, and then fast forward 10 years later, now we have shows all over the Midwest and New Orleans, and it's just my wife and I running them, and we let some other family members work with us sometimes. But
that's cool.
Yeah, man.
How many you do a year?
We do 9 so far a year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, what goes into the planning on that? Because one alone is, no matter what type of event it is, especially when it's this magnitude, it's hard to plan. If you don't know what you're doing. And now when you add 9 into the mix in all these different locations, I'm sure the planning process is something.
Yeah, it's it could be rough a little bit, but with my weird OCD brain, the puzzle pieces fit pretty nicely, because it's like
nice.
You have to get your vendors, you have to have a floor plan. There's so many things that come together where it's like, okay, this person requests this. It's controlled chaos, and I kind of like it.
That's really cool. Yeah. Well, and now this 10th year doing this family-friendly, affordable show really is what I think so cool, because you're giving a lot of folks the opportunity to go and be a part of this that really wouldn't if you went to some of the bigger ones that are out there. I could only imagine what some of the conventions can run you up just to get in the door.
Yeah, and I love the bigger conventions myself too. Like my wife and I will go, but it's sometimes it's like $50-$60 just to get a ticket to get in, and then bigger shows, celebrities, and it's like, okay, I don't have $400 to meet Mark Hamill. I would love to.
No kidding.
But we do get some guests, and I've learned that the guests we do get, and they're all awesome. They get to spend more time with people, because it's not like a corporate process where it's like, okay, you're here next, 10
Here's
seconds
your ticket. Yeah.
next, you're meeting them next. They get to spend time with their fans, and they love it. And and it's only like $12 to get in.
Yeah.
And that money goes to paying for the venue. So it's just like, it's a nice give and take process.
Very interesting. And now you're also going to have some really cool comic book dealers there and some other really fun stuff. Fill me in on that.
So I like priding myself in putting the comic back in Comic-Con, because some of the bigger ones,
you're right. I mean,
it's like Spirit and Spirit Airlines, T-Mobile, they're there, and it's like, no, I try to bring in actual good prime comic book dealers who have the wonderful wall books, the cheap little dollar section, and the key issues that you are missing for your collection.
That's so
Comics
cool.
first and foremost, and then there's toys, collectibles, TCG, everything. It's not really a toy show. It's a nice mix. It's like half toy show, half comic book. That's a Comic-Con.
Yeah. Well, and also going to be some local artists there too.
Yes, we have an author by the name of Steve Atler, and he's written quite a few awesome like books that I don't really read that often besides comic books, but what he writes intrigued me. So he's coming. We have Scott Biederstadt. He's worked on numerous books for Marvel, DC, created his own called Troll Lords, and that's getting an anniversary release soon. And he did t-shirt design and graphic design for a bunch of Disney things. So his hand is in a bunch of things.
Super cool.
It's really awesome.
Well, and now you're also going to have some really cool guests there too. Like we were just talking, you touched on a little bit of that Disney stuff, but from authors and animators to more. This is really cool. Fill me in on who's going to be stopping by.
And so we have Jeff Balke, who is an animator. We have 3 different Power Rangers from 3 different generations.
That's cool.
Almost coming. I'm a giant Power Ranger guy, and we have the Red Dino Charge Ranger, Brendan Mejia. We have the Lunar Wolf Ranger from Wild Force, Philip Andrew, and then obviously one of my favorites, the Silver in Space Ranger from the best season in my opinion of Power Rangers, Justin Nemo. He's the Silver Ranger, and it's awesome.
This is awesome, man.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Well, now, and this is just kind of a break the fourth wall. How do you find, where do you book them from? Do you just find them online, or do you what's your process?
So it literally just started from about, 10 years ago, just introducing myself and getting to know them.
Gotcha.
People like Steve Cardenas and like OG Power Rangers and everything. And then just from not being a jerk and word of mouth, most of them have reached out to me.
You're right.
And now it's if I reach out to someone, they would literally be like, oh, Font knows. They literally go oh yeah, we got to have JDF at a comic shop that used to. He's Jason David Frank. He came out to a comic shop twice. Tommy, the OGs, just because. Oh yeah, I heard you're not mean.
Yeah.
And you're cool. You're a fan, but you know how to handle yourself.
Yeah. I got you big time on that. That's really cool. Well, I'm excited for Dr. Evan Cryptosis. That'll be fun.
Yes, he is going to try to be there. He had some family stuff come up,
Gotcha.
but he comes to a lot of our other shows too. He's an awesome horror show host, and we do have I think the coolest things is the Gateway City Ghostbusters. It's a nonprofit like fan group organization, just like the 501st Legion with Star Wars and everything. They do events and everything like charity events, but like I love the Ghostbusters, and I've never been to Alton, and I heard this is like.
Oh, it's like this is
most
haunted town.
So it's like that's kind of cool. Like we're not that far. The Ghostbusters are coming, so it's kismet.
Man, you ain't a kid when you say you got vendors. This is like an incredible list of them already. How many do you think you got on the top of your head?
We have at least probably 100 different vendors and artists, and they take up different amounts of space each. So like that room's gonna be packed.
Wow,
I'm very excited. Like. That's kind of what I think my favorite part is like when it's all busy and there's people and it's like I love toys and I love collecting and stuff. I love filmmaking. It's all the worlds come together. You can see people, our age, in their 30s going like, oh wow, I had that when I was 9, and they'd rebuy it, and then you see actual 9-year-olds being like, oh cool, and they're just buying. Like,
right.
There's just different levels of joy, and like people like my favorite is when people find that object that either got thrown away or sold at a garage sale when they were a kid. They find it again, and it's not that expensive, and it's just you see the pure look of like just the emotion shoot out of their eye, and they buy it.
That's
and
awesome.
They're years made, and like that's one of the main reasons to do it.
I think that's so cool, and honestly, just the fact that kids under 12 can come in free is really cool. Free parking. That's another huge plus. You're making this affordable for everyone on Saturday, which is August the 30th, from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. at the Gateway Convention Center to go in and have a really good time. You got a moment to take a break with me?
Oh, yeah.
It's 10:45. We'll come back after this quick commercial break, and we'll talk more about the St. Louis Comic-Con at the Gateway Convention Center. A lot of fun stuff happening here. You'll be there, and we'll be right here on your screen.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't.
Welcome back. 10:49, a little bit of change. Back here with Randy Beasley, MC Conventions, the St. Louis Comic-Con, coming down the pipeline to Collinsville, the Gateway Center. And really, no better spot for it. You're right there on the main drag.
It's like in between everything.
It really is.
So it's like the perfect. I think I told you privately. It's like it's not technically in St. Louis, but we're celebrating the St. Louis area.
And honestly, it's seriously right there. I mean, you were like not even 10 minutes away from St. Louis.
Close to the airport for the guests to fly in. The free parking, though. A lot of venues don't have free parking.
No. That's what I was going to say. I mean, you're really going above and beyond for the folks to really enjoy this and just go in and have fun. Not worrying about, man, I got to spend $100 before I get in the door.
$25 to park, $50 to get in, and then I want to go meet the person and spend $30 on an autograph. No, we try to make sure people have money to spend stuff if they want to buy anything.
Well, and now let's just say somebody's getting into this for the first time. Maybe it's themselves. Maybe they have a child out there that's really finding a niche to this. What do you advise them? You know, any like rules of thumb when you're going into these like autograph sessions, or you're going in and you're going into a Comic-Con for the first time? What can you do to make the experience the best?
I would say just be yourself, and as long as you treat people like how you want to be treated, it's literally the best community ever. Like, if you are a nerd, no matter what your fandom is, as long as you're nice, you walk through those doors, you have found your community.
Incredible. No, it's truly incredible. And before, as this show's starting to get a little bit further now, we're getting ready to sign off here in a couple of minutes. Tickets are just $12 here. And honestly, this is going to be now you live 4 hours away, so you're down here boots on the ground. Are you going back up this weekend or today? Or?
We are right after here. We're going to explore downtown Alton a little bit, and then we're going back to Collinsville and St. Louis for more flyer runs, and then we drive home later on this afternoon.
Wow. Yeah. That's a busy day. And you were saying Milwaukee and New Orleans are some of your biggest spots?
They are. We do. So when I said we did 9 shows, we do 2 in DuPage, 2 in Milwaukee, and 2 in Madison.
That makes sense.
There's like a spring and like a fall/winter, and they're always awesome. And then the one shows that we do once a year are Lafayette, Indiana, here, Collinsville, St. Louis, and then New Orleans. And yeah, out of all of those, Milwaukee can get very hectic to the point like where the fire can't have anyone. People have to come out. It's like a hot topic in the mall during the pen. It's like 3 in, 3 out. It's one of those situations. It's really it's fantastic. And New Orleans is always like just a great community of collectors, and they also appreciate it's not an arm and a leg to get in because sometimes the climate of like people's funds and stuff aren't always the highest, ourselves included, because of any random little thing that can happen. So sometimes people might not even have $12 to get into the show. But I just think it's better to do that than try to drain people. Not saying other people do. I'm just saying I don't. There's no reason for me to charge $50 for an adult.
Well, I just think it's really cool. Now cosplay, of course, is encouraged at the event.
150,000% encouraged. A lot of people who come to these shows, it's for the cosplay. It's a fun, safe environment. Yeah. Come out, be your costume. Family friendly, of course.
Yeah, no, that's good to know.
Yeah, family friendly, of course. If you have any questions, like if you are coming out to cosplay, if you have any questions about what kind of weapon, prop weapons you can bring and stuff, just shoot us an email. We know all of it. Most of them are allowed, just like if it's a fake like weapon. Certain things have to be like orange tips and all
Yeah.
that other stuff. But other than that, cosplay, we've never had an incident. People at our shows know to be respectful and just to have good time. And, there's never been an incident at our shows where someone was like gross or anything. It's always been just the brightest, most fun
That's
event.
awesome, man. Now, what's your go-to? Like, whenever you're going to just another convention that's not yours, do you have a go-to character you're donning?
So I always do like Kevin Smith characters.
Oh, cool.
Like, people from like Jay and Silent Bob, different
That's cool.
characters. That's my favorite. And like, I'm a giant like Star Wars, Kevin Smith, Pokemon, Power Rangers type guy.
That's cool. I like it. Well, we are just 8 days away from August the 30th, which is a Saturday. It's going to be a great day to stop by to the Gateway Convention Center and find some really cool stuff. And that's the biggest takeaway, that you can find some really collectibles and comic books that you won't find anywhere else, I'm sure.
That's what I'm most excited for.
Yeah.
Is just to look at what the vendors.
Man,
like.
I'm sure.
I mean, I guess it's cheating a little bit, but I get to watch them set up. So I'm like, if I see something cool, I'm like, all right, Saturday, I'm coming over. I'll give people a chance. But if it's still there after an hour after opening, I'm buying that. That's the best, man.
That's cool. What's the best way to stay up to date on all your conventions and all the as we get closer to the road to the St. Louis Comic-Con, what's the best way for details and updates?
You can always go to our website, www.mcconventions.com, and you just go there, and it's a very simple website. You get to click on all the shows and whatnot, or just follow us on Facebook, MC Conventions. All of our events are on there, and we make posts quite frequently, so it's pretty easy to follow us. PSMC Conventions is our Instagram handle, and we post anytime there's like a new flyer or a new guest added or something fun happening, or the cosplay contest hours and rules and whatever are posted. It goes to there, and it shares on the same time as Facebook, so it's all simple, fun stuff. One of the good things of social media, just one click, it's shared everywhere now. So.
That's true. Randy, it was great talking to you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
hope the event goes well. I know it's going to, and really just best of luck. Whenever you're back in town, stop by and see me.
Oh, for sure, man. Thank you so much.
We'll take a quick break, wrap up the Thursday that was right after this one.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and it will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting, and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, 10:57, a little bit of change. And, before I let you go, I got to tell you about this story. So a senior lawyer in Australia has apologized to a judge for filing submissions in a murder case. Ain't for shoplifting. This ain't My Cousin Vinny, even though it was a murder case, but all they did was shoplift a can of tuna. In a murder case, that included fake quotes and non-existent case judgments that were generated by, you guessed it, AI. The blunder in the Supreme Court of Victoria State is another in a litany of mishaps that AI has caused in justice systems around the world. Defense lawyer Rishi Natwani, who holds the prestigious legal title of King's Counsel, took full responsibility for filing incorrect information and submissions in the case of a teenager that was charged with murder. We're deeply sorry and embarrassed for what occurred, he said. The AI-generated errors caused a 24-hour delay in resolving a case that Elliott had hoped to conclude on Wednesday. Elliott ruled on Thursday that Natwani's client who cannot be identified because he's a minor, was not guilty of murder because of a mental impairment. So all of this starts because a lawyer is too lazy to do their job and use AI. Now, again, I think AI is great. I use it a lot in my life. I don't use you guys got to stop with those Facebook posts. We all know what you're doing. You're going into chat or you're going into your little AI bot, whatever you got, and you're like, here's my thoughts, make it a better Facebook post. Please stop. Please stop. It's not good copyright. My thing is, I know I'm going on a tangent on it, but it's just like incredible to me because companies use this all the time. We see it on folks' Facebook pages and everything else, and it's not good. I mean, just because you put in something once and you spit it back out doesn't mean that's the one you use. You got to fluff it a little bit and make it your own. That's all it's for, is a tool. Now, if you're a lawyer, you probably shouldn't use AI. Just probably a pretty good note there. And just like, did you see the guy? I forgot where the trial happened, but it was in the United States. The judge read the verdict wrong and said a guy was guilty of murder, and he goes, actually, it's my fault. It's not guilty. I mean, just things like that. Now, that's not an AI issue. That's complete human error. But just this moron that decided, I'm a lawyer that's probably getting paid a ridiculous amount of money to be one of the best lawyers in the country, in Australia, or in the state of Victoria. Now you're using AI. It's just amazing to me. I don't know where I stand on AI anymore. Find out if your lawyer's using AI. Probably shouldn't use them if they're using that. Probably should just find someone that knows some stuff, you know? Don't use it for your Facebook post. Fluff it. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, try your best to stay out of jail.